Hi, my name is Ashley N. Guzman. I'm an SI tutor for the Education and Training Program. I am sponsored by the Office of Student Success. I currently tutor TICA 1354, which is Child Growth and Development, EDTC 1307, Introduction to Teaching and Reading, EDTC 1394, Special Topics in Math and Science for Elementary Education, and EDTC 1317. Today I will be talking to you about a major assignment that you will be doing in TICA 1354, which is Child Growth and Development. The instructors for this class are Miss Emmy Holman and Miss Emmy Aguila. Your major assignment, it's called Observations, and this assignment is worth 25% of your overall grade. Within these observations, there are 3 observations and a PowerPoint that you will do throughout the semester. Prior to beginning your observations, you are to get a written parental consent. Your instructor will provide you with a consent form for the parent or guardian to sign. Please choose a child that is not related to you to perform your observations. Observation 1. 3 things to include in your observation 1. The child developmental milestones. Depending on the child's age, you will ask the parent or guardian a series of questions on the child's development. The running record. This is when you begin to observe the child. You are to write down everything the child is doing in 5-minute intervals for 30 minutes, depending on the instructor of your class. She may ask you to turn in your written notes and a typed version with no exclusions. And of course, your opinion. Write your opinion on the progress of the child in reference to the developmental milestones. I had a lot of students this semester actually ask me what a running record is, and this, as you can see here on the screen, is an example. This is when I took the class. This is the one that I did. At 5, you can see here at 5 p.m., 5:05, 5:10, 5:15, 5:20, 5:25, and 5:30. I wrote down everything the child did and or said, and then I went ahead and I typed it out. Observation 2. The 3 things to do for observation 2. You will be given a website to go to, and this is a CDC website, and on here you will get your growth chart and your BMI chart. And of course, depending on the child's sex and age, you need to get the appropriate growth chart and the appropriate BMI chart from the CDC website. You will be doing a few experiments with the child, not on the child. You'll be doing a few experiments with them. Depending on the age, there's 2 different experiments that you will be doing. And your opinion. Again, you're going to write your opinion on the progress of the child in reference to the experiments. This is a copy of the CDC chart. The body mass index, the BMI chart is on the left, and the weight and stature chart is on the right. Where it says the name, you will only put the age of the child and the sex of the child. You will not use names due to confidentiality. Okay, your experiments. Under 2 years old, you will be doing object permanence. This is the understanding that objects continue to exist even when they cannot be observed, which is seen, heard, touched, smelled, or sensed in any way. Usually children under 2 are the ones that you perform object permanence on. And then 2 years or older, you're going to be doing a conservation tasks. This is to test the child's ability to see that some properties are conserved or that are conserved after an object undergoes physical transformation, such as a row of coins being stretched out or a spherical lump of clay being rolled out into a tube. A small side note: when you're performing all these experiments on the child, you should write down everything you say to the child and everything the child says to you. And this is because your professor will ask for something like this here, and of course it's just going to let the professor know how you went about doing the experiment. And You're also going to need to write your opinion on the progress of the child as well. Observation 3. The 3 things needed for observation 3. You're going to need your anecdotal notes, and these are going to be 4. And this is a short account of interesting or humorous incidents. Basically, some stories that the parents will tell you, and you're going to need 4 of them. And it's suggested that you meet with the parent 2 to 4 times to get these stories. After each story is told, you're going to write your opinion on what area of development does this represent, and is the child at below normal, normal, or above normal. Then you're going to do a frequency of events observation. This observation is going to consist of watching a child 4 different times for 15 minutes, and you're going to you're going to observe this child with a specific behavior that they're going to be doing. Like it can be biting their nails, picking their nose, playing with their hair, anything that you see the child actually doing several times. You will need to count how many times a child is doing this behavior and mark it on the chart provided. Of course, again, you're going to need your opinion. For each of the 2 items listed above, you will need to write your own opinion on your results. And this is a copy of, or an example of, the frequency of events chart. As you can see on the top, there's the frequency of events. I chose poking her nose, and I chose poking her nose, and I took down the dates and the times that I did this, and of course the number of times. And on the bottom of that, you'll see my quick little summaries on that the charts that I took. Your final, which is putting everything together, you're going to be writing an essay, 4 paragraphs, not including your introduction and your conclusion. And you're going to be tying it all together with all the theories that you've learned during the semester that you learned in your class. And then you're also going to be asked to do a PowerPoint presentation. You're going to introduce your child. You can put a picture in there, but you do have to cover the child's face. That way the child does remain anonymous. And no names, only sex, age, and birth date. You're going to want to put a copy of your anecdotal notes on there. And also, you're going to want to do a checklist of anything, and put on your checklist anything that's noteworthy. Basically, you're going to want to add on there. You're also going to want to do your CDC charts, your actual copies. You want to scan them and insert them in your PowerPoint presentation. And you're going to need to get 4 samples of work samples from the child. It can be anywhere from homework to pictures drawn by the child to the parent or to another sibling, letters written to Santa, or letters written to anybody. And you're also going to need to include how your child is in reference to Erickson's theory, Piaget's theory, Bandura's theory, and Bronfenbrenner's theory. And this is just a little bit about how their stage of development is in line with these theorists. And of course, your opinion on the child's progress, strengths, weaknesses, and if any interventions are needed. Again, my name is Ashley Guzman. I am an SI tutor for the Education and Training Program. Thank you.